Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to start this project off using this paper mache Christmas ball that I got at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to cut the tag off, and I am going to paint this whole thing almondine, and that's color by Deco Art. And I'm just going to give it 2 good coats of that, and then let that dry. Once that is dry, as you can see, I made a little mark of where my snowman hat is going to go, and so I did my face right under that, and I'm just going to take a paintbrush and put 2 dots for his eyes. Then I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw out the nose. And I like using a pencil to do this because when you go to paint it orange, it kind of leaves like a dark shaded area around the orange, which is what I like. Next, I'm just going to take some pink and add some blush to the cheeks. And just kind of go around in circles till you get them to how you want them. And then I am going to take my orange and fill in my nose. So I just use a really tiny brush and I just go around and fill in the nose. And as you can see, I kind of go around the edge and then fill in. And you don't want to use a whole lot of paint because it'll be really thick. And just keep pulling your paint through till the end of the nose. And you may have to do a second coat on this. And I'm just kind of go in and round it all out and give it a point and some bumps. And there it is, all filled in. Next, I am going to take another thin brush and I'm going to do some snowflakes all over the snowman. So I'm just doing this in line through line through line, so like an X and then another X. And just crisscrossing them, and you can just add these wherever you want. You can skip this part if you don't want it. I just think they look really cute. It gives them a whimsical look. Now I'm going to take the end of another smaller paintbrush and put the dots for his mouth. Then I'm going to take another thin liner brush and do his eyebrows. And next I'm going to take this stylus tool from Dollar Tree. I use this for everything. It is such a handy tool. So I just use that to give him a couple of dots for the eyes. And now I'm going to take the other end of it and I'm going to add some dots on the end of each one of my snowflake lines. Just kind of give them some definition, and I'm going to do it on all of them. And then I am going to flip it over again to the more pointy side of the stylus, and I'm going to put a dot on each one of the little dots for his mouth, a white dot on those. Then I'm going to take another small brush, and I'm going to put a few black lines on the nose to give the lines for the carrot. And these are just very light black lines. Then I'm going to take a harder bristled brush and I'm going to dip it in some white paint and just kind of splatter some white paint all over his face. And then I'm going to take that stylus again once I finish adding the snow. And I'm just going to add some dots around his face to represent snow. So again, just using that stylus. I love this tool. It's so handy for everything. Once all of that was dry, I'm going to take some white glue and I'm going to put it in a container and just dip my paintbrush in it. I'm going to go over each snowflake and then I'm going to sprinkle each snowflake with glitter. I'm just going to keep repeating that until I get all of the snowflakes done. And just kind of pull it through, sprinkle on some glitter. And now that that is all done and all dry, I am going to take this hat that I made, and it's just the sleeve of a sweater. I cut it off and then rolled up the top. And then I'm going to pop some glue in that spot right there to hold the hat where I want it. And sweater sleeves make great snowman hats. And I get them right at the thrift store. And I had previously coffee dyed this one. Now I'm going to gather up the top after I glued the front and the back. I'm going to gather that up and just tie it off with some twine in a knot. and then just cut off the excess on that twine. Make sure that the hat is all where you want it. And then I am going to take and cut slits in this leftover part all the way around and kind of give it a pom-pom look. And I'm going to leave these ones long because I kind of want them to hang over. And I'm just going to kind of let them all flop down. And now he has a cute little pom-pom. And now he is all finished, and it's time to work on the lantern. So I had this piece of garland, and I just made it so it was small enough to fit in here and shaped it into the form of a wreath. And I'm going to set that inside of the lantern where the glass used to be. And I kind of fluff it all out and just set that in there. Again, just kind of arranging it how you want it. Then I'm going to take these frosted berries that I got at Hobby Lobby. They come in a big bag. And I'm just going to hot glue them all around the wreath. So just kind of grabbing some of the smaller ones and gluing them randomly around this little wreath that we made. I had first used the big ones, but definitely the smaller ones were the better choice. And I'm going to go all the way around the wreath with that. Adding some to the back. I want this to look good from all angles. And how cute is that? I love this lantern. If you remember, I went dumpster diving a few weeks ago, and this is the lantern that I got. Now I can pop my little snowman in there. And you can glue him down if you want, or you can just set him in because he sits really well. If yours doesn't have a place for him to sit well, you can glue him in. Next, I'm going to take some greenery and some berries, and I'm going to glue those to the very top of the lantern. So right here at the top, I'm just going to put down some glue and then glue those right into place. And kind of bend them over a little bit. And then I'm going to take this piece of ticking fabric I just ripped into a long strip, and I'm just going to tie that in a knot to hold some of those greenery, and then I'm going to tie it into a bow. And I had previously coffee dyed this also. The lamp was really rusty and rustic looking, so I kind of wanted to keep the vibe with the snowman. So that's why I did his hat the way that I did and this ticking fabric the way that I did. So I'm just going to kind of keep arranging this bow until I get it how I want it and then cut off the excess. Fix my little loops, and look how cute that is. Next, I'm going to glue a rusty star to the top of my snowman's hat. And then I am going to take some faux glitter snow, and I'm going to start adding that all over everything, basically. So I am going to add some to the greenery on the wreath. And up on the top to the greenery up there, all the little berries that I added up there, I want those berries to kind of match the berries that I had in the wreath. These ones were a little bit different, so I figured I'd add some snow to them. I'm going to add some snow to the star and across the snowman's hat. And I'm just doing this all with a paintbrush. And just keep adding the snow. And I made sure I did the back also. And I think that this is just kind of bringing it all together. And how stinking cute is this? Next, I'm going to take some of that faux snow, and I'm just going to add it to different spots all over the lantern, right on the base. And I just kind of went around, just kind of like it was dusted with snow, so you can just kind of add it wherever you think it looks good. And this was hard to get a good angle, so sorry for the camera shots. And then finally, I'm going to add some snow to the top of the lantern. And that is it. Once this is all dry, your project is finished. And I think this turned out so super cute. I absolutely love it. This will be something I'll probably keep forever. I think it turned out absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope it inspires you to make one. I hope it inspires you to look at things at a thrift store differently, or even in a dumpster or a trash can or on the side of the road, because these projects are the best. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.